So last time was all battle.
This time it's gonna be more battle.
What? There's absolutely nothing to suggest that.
Don't worry, guys. I'm not still raging.
Yeah.
I have to get tired eventually, right?
Yep. You guys valiantly fought against the colloquially named Fireflower, reducing it down to very little hit points before, in a desperate attempt to squash most of you, it fell down its original burrow hole, in which it is still following in the air. It has not yet made its strength saving throw. Nora tried to push against it and stop it, and when it went down the hole, she went flying off her little cliff and down 10 feet into the hole and gripped the other side rather well. Yaslin is currently insane.
Hey.
Dro is currently other Dro?
Questionably insane.
Seamus talked to a dog. Margo is blind but has true sight. Leo's knocked out with a huge, fiery, watery creature on the loose with no sense of control. And did I miss anybody? And
Nora's currently
Nora's
in
down the hole.
Yeah, Nora's in the hole.
Yeah, that.
Clinging on with her hippo claws.
Yep. Yeah.
Seamus still has a darkness up, right? I think so.
Yes.
That is correct.
And mirror image. Hard to hit in.
Alright, so we begin the day getting back to our combat encounter. And I have it as Yaslin just took her turn.
That is correct.
Because we ended the night with you going into a mental stillness for the first time.
She's I think what she's trying to do is find some calmness in herself. Oh, hopefully, potentially ending this rage from the inside out.
I would like to unrage.
I would like to unrage now.
Okay.
First order to say that.
I know, right?
Margo or Yaslin touches some of the fire and absorbs it, healing herself, and in her berserker state is going after Fuzz. So Margo, you are up.
Yeah, I want to see where Yaslin, because she was moving through the fire to Fuzz, so I want to see where she ends, because she didn't move her token yet.
I haven't moved. The only thing I remember doing during my turn was mental stuff. Like, I didn't actually do any actions or anything.
Yeah,
no,
sure.
I think
We'll
you just
move her.
dictated that at the end.
Yeah, it was just...
Yeah, we'll move her right about here. She's in this little fiery bit. Doesn't seem to care about it so much. And was that a series of fucks I heard?
Yeah, I was hoping she'd be closer to Seamus or to Leo.
I know exactly. I think I know what you're gonna do.
You're gonna wither and bloom.
I was gonna wither and bloom her. That's the only way I can get Leo up.
Wait, aren't I close enough though? Isn't it a 15 foot or is it a 10
foot radius?
Oh no.
Yeah.
5 feet out of it.
I mean, this is also very good though because he's farther from me than this creature is.
That's true.
I don't smack him.
Okay, Margo, did I have you roll your dexterity check when the firewall showed up in the first place?
I think we all did. I don't remember though.
Okay. That's alright.
It's there's a Constitution saving throw for me. I'm just looking back. I don't remember.
Okay,
I
let's
can
go
roll
ahead
it
and
again.
let's go ahead and assume that I did. So, if you end your turn within 10 feet of the firewall, you will take damage. So,
Oh, no.
you're inside the firewall.
And it's 10
And
feet inside from the rim, right?
Yep.
So that means Seamus will take damage at the end of his turn next, right?
Leo? No.
Leo.
Leo is 15 feet away from any edge of the fire. He would have to be in the first 2 squares on the outside of any of them.
I really want to heal him, but I'm guessing that Yazan looks really strong.
Yaslin is looking like a...
And I
She's looking like the main protagonist in a boxing movie at the end of the film. Beating the shit and just doesn't care.
I kind of want her to fight this guy. Okay, so would dragging somebody be an action? Yes, that would be an action, right? Or would that be...
Since it's an unconscious person, it is an action. Okay. If they are like conscious and helping, it just takes part of your movement, or halves your movement speed.
I know what I want to do, but I don't think Margot would do this to people she doesn't know. Okay, she's gonna just... Witch Bolt. That's... Trying to click it. Fuzz looks out of control, right? Sorry.
Oh yeah, Fuzz is also preserved. As soon as Leo went down, the somewhat controlled movements of Fuzz began to like twitch and jerk and look around randomly.
He's super right. Okay. I'm going to move up next to Leo. Crap, that's not it. A little closer. So then I'm outside the range of the wall. Mm-hmm. And I can target this water fire dude with a witch bolt. So that is... going to be...
And do keep in mind what you... Oh gosh, that's so cool. Do keep in mind what I told you in the chat today. Mm-hmm. Okay, yep, 13 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage there.
Wow. 4 on a d12.
Okay, 4.
I'm concentrating on it.
You are concentrating now, and he is... Oh, I don't have one of those, so I'm going to go ahead and make one since we got you in the group now. All right, so you go up and describe your lightning bolt, and it is tethered to your target.
Yeah, you just see her extend one hand out, and it looks like lavender, lightly glowing lightning pulsing and like shocking from her hand in a like tether, kind of like a whip tether around this giant monster.
Alrighty, anything else for you?
Nope.
Okay. Seamus, you're up.
I am going to make funny sounds. I'm going to move towards the edge of the hole here. Like right up onto the edge. There we go. And then,
You are. Oh, that's right. You're not on top of the building. You're underneath the building, or you're underneath the roof.
okay. Yeah, hopefully that works out. And I am going to use a sorcery point to let's distance cast. Let's see. Do that. Yeah. To distance cast Spare the Dying on Leo.
Okay.
As
On
my
Leo.
action.
Leo is no longer going through death saving throws.
Yeah, and you would see. I guess nobody can see this because I'd still be in my darkness. My darkness would be moving over here with me.
Yep, and also as you move over, the darkness has enveloped Nora in the hole.
Cool. So I'm gonna grab the edge of my cloak, and I'm going to fly up into the air over the hole so that my darkness is high enough over Nora so that she's not in the dark.
You only have to go up 5 feet because she's barely in it because of the hypotenuse of your distance to each other.
Okay, and then yeah, I'm just gonna yell down and say, if you need to let's go, just yell out to me.
Right, thinking about what I'm going to do. Little nervous that climbing's not really my thing. Leo is up next, unless there's anything else, Seamus.
Nope, that's it.
Okay. So Leo is, just because I like to give people a chance to come back to life. Nope, not a 20, so he's still unconscious. Fuzz's turn. Fuzz is currently berserking. Oh boy.
Oh, that's the question. What happens if you're berserking and you can't see shit?
Well, apparently the closest thing that Fuzz can see. I'm trying to think of his dimensions. Because of where Seamus put things and because he went 5 feet up, it loses its visibility and instead is going to try to find a target. Let's see, what's Fuzz's intelligence? Ooh, real high, guys, I promise.
I totally believe that. I haven't seen that character
It's like
sheet.
an 8 or a 4.
Okay, so he's going to just meander in a direction.
Oh boy. What size is he again?
He is huge currently.
Okay.
Okay, he's going to... Well, okay, he's going to move over here 5, 10, 15, 20, and as he like comes through, he just like lets the wall split around him as he catches more of it on fire, and he's just kind of looking around, doesn't see anything. But he's going to... Oh boy. Okay. Got 2 ideas in my head. And heads, he's going after Dro. Tails, he's doing something else.
Why can't I see my token?
You're
Because you're being buried.
parried.
You're buried.
Okay. Alright, he's doing something else.
Yay!
You don't want him to do something else.
I have a feeling he's gonna go. towards-
He's going to reach down and grab the slag that is right here in his arm, pick it up, and throw it at Dro, while simultaneously taking magical fire damage.
Yay.
So, first of all, Dro, I'm going to target, I'm going to use the fire flower to make this attack, but essentially it's attacking you with its bonus action. Disadvantage? Why disadvantage? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever, I'm just gonna roll a 20. Telling me I have disadvantage on this attack, and I don't understand why.
Just out of curiosity, do the stairs give me any additional coverage? Because are they all leveled, or do they start rising and going down?
No, they do ramp down. This is from Fuzz's vantage point, though.
True,
He can
yeah.
definitely see you. Okay,
Oh, he's huge.
what did I say that was? Oh, okay, I understand why. Come on now, what is it? I'm having a hard time finding what my attack modifier is on this. Oh, it's a Constitution attack base. Okay. So that is a 15 to hit.
No.
Okay. Dro dodges, and the thing just flies wide and like crashes into the ground below him to no effect. It's gonna be, I'm just gonna delete this and it's gonna take it off the map. However, hey, Buzz is going to take 4 points of fire damage, but that's going to get reduced down to 2 because he is resistant. But he is going to grow once more, and he is now a gargantuan size.
Oh my gosh!
By the way, Witch Bolt is also dropped because he's over 30 feet from me.
Oh, okay, so he moved out of the way, so it snaps. Okay.
Yep.
Good to know. Okay, so next up is Beastie's turn. Beastie is falling down the hole. He needs to make a, let's see here, I'm gonna call this a DC 17 strength check, or strength saving throw, in order to catch himself from falling further down the tunnel. And here we go. That is a 16.
So close, shit.
Woo! Okay, so he continues to fall. He's like scraping and grasping at the walls. He does, however, regenerate a little bit as a few of his cracks like start to seal up and whatnot, but he is falling further and further down. He is now, call it, oh boy. He was 40 feet down, he kept falling, he's trying to slow himself. It's just not, it was a close roll, so he's like slowing himself a bit as he's clawing down is just not enough. He is 80 feet down. And he spends his entire turn trying to make that save. And that'll be it for his turn. Dark Dro. is up.
Question for you. My key points, do they carry over? Like if they've been used? We never talked about
Yes.
that. Okay. So I thought-
Yep. All resources carry over.
Okay. Another question. How far of a drop is it here?
I think I said like 20 feet.
Oh, I could slow fall that.
Yeah.
Nope. Before I do that, he's gonna get blasted because that was a dick move. Where is it? Let's do this.
Hey, let's go ahead and deal that damage.
Full damage.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, full 10 damage, just blasting him into the side.
Second one. It's a definitely hit.
That will also hit.
Oh, I don't want to crit. Oh, not as much. But
Okay.
and then
Buzz definitely getting haggard. As you blast him in, it's kind of like
the
bit like Terminator 2 in the end of the movie where he's like all kind of like warped and whatnot. His body is not retaining itself very well at the moment.
can't see on the map the smoke. He's gonna hop down and just get down here. But he can't. I'm hoping he can't see me down here.
Okay.
And bonus
All right.
action, patient defense.
Okay.
Don't know how beneficial that would be, but
All right. Nora is up. Nora, you are
Okay.
currently staring
She's
up
ready.
at Seamus's like black bubble, just barely above your head.
False. I'm looking down and shooting
And-
this stupid thing.
Yep. And you are clinging to the wall. If you choose to shoot, it will make your footing precarious.
Yeah, sorry.
Also, this
I'm
is
shooting
a
this
long
big
shot.
thing at the bottom. It's I don't have any rippery. I don't have anything bad against her. 80 feet's nothing for her. So she'll take her pistol. She'll
80
look down
feet,
that.
nothing. He's
She can.
Hey.
She doesn't get bonus disadvantages on things out of range. So she'll just turn, look down the hole, and shoot at the little friend on the bottom here.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh yeah, 26.
First of all, and also make an athletics check for me to retain your grip on the wall as you're like reaching down, grabbing, and like shooting downward.
Athletics. I gotta find the right one.
Yep, athletics.
Athletics. So I get advantage on these. Okay. 17.
Okay, good enough. Yep, you can do so. Go ahead and roll that damage
Okay.
from your shot.
And we'll pump in the Astral Spark for the extra damage here. Where are what is it, D8? No, it's a D10, that's why. That is going to be 15, nope, 18 points of damage.
18 points. All
Nope,
right.
I do, sorry. I'm reading the wrong numbers. That's a 13 points of damage.
13 points. Okay.
And then 3 of the...
You launch down, and as it's like kind of trying to grab the wall and just slowing down, gliding down slowly, the bullet comes through and like pierces its eye, and like blood lava just spews out, and it looks up at you angrily with its one remaining eye, I need you to make a charisma saving throw as it uses its reaction to attempt to paralyze you for a third time.
Does 3 damage change it? Because I should pump in the 3 extra force damage.
You don't know the answer to that question.
Well, it's part of the damage is all I'm saying. It's part of the damage. So it would be the 3 force damage with it. Plus whatever I told you was the other number.
So what's your overall total? This thing...
That's what I'm saying.
It's only...
Whatever I told you, plus 3 more damage.
Okay, so a total of 16?
I think so, yeah, because I think you said 13 and then 3 more, yeah.
Okay.
Because if I don't have to take another dive on this, then I will try to avoid it.
Alright, how do you want to do this?
Oh yeah, she's just gonna be super mad at the whole thing. Let's see, I think I ran across and jumped, so she's gonna try to make it look as cool as she possibly can to jump and pull out her gun and shoot, and then just kind of, I don't even know, I'd say the purple, I'm gonna make her purple, or not purple, I'm sorry, the teal thing will be what kills it off there. The teal astral spark, probably glow at her eyeball there and explode inside her head.
Okay. Bursts in as it looks up at you. One eyeball explodes from outward force going in. The other one explodes from inward force going out. And the body just drops limply for the remaining 20 feet and lands hard on the ground. And Nora, you have to quickly holster your gun and grab the rest of the wall as it begins to shake underneath you.
Thank God.
But you're able to hold on.
Killing something gives me a grip point back there.
Yes, it does.
And then I'm only 10 feet down. I will crawl up the edges. The blackness is over my head, right? It's sitting over this.
That is correct.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Guess I will crawl up it. I had a rough guess of how far down I was, so I'll start crawling up and slowly but surely till I figure out where the top is.
Okay. Yep, easy enough to do. You can kind of crawl up. Ooh, actually, give me a separate athletics check to climb blind. Oh, thank goodness I had an advantage on that. 21. 21. All right. Yep. Easy enough. You can get up there, wander around, and you are good to go.
It was 10 feet up is, and then I'll go. I guess I'll just blindly walk 10 feet in a direction away from the hole.
Yep. Go ahead and figure that out, whichever way you're gonna go.
We'll just go. Am I out of the? Let's see. Yeah, we'll just go up here. And now that I'm out and I see the big giant thingamabob, I will take a shot at it too.
Okay, you do know that summon belongs to Leo.
But it's hitting everybody here, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Leo, there's a problem for you! And I will shoot it and pump a grit into it.
As he lies unconscious on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it was, safer bet, then I'd do that. But yeah, we'll pump a grit into this and we'll just do a violent Yeah, we'll pump a violent shot into it. We'll hope that it does enough damage.
Okay. Go ahead and violent. Maybe. What's the threshold on that?
Makes it just with one of them makes it a 4. So I rolled a 28.
That'll hit. Yeah.
Yeah, that should hit her there. So then I roll 2 d10s. If I can find my other d10, there it is. Oh, one was a 2. That sucks. So 7 plus 5. Yeah, 7 plus 5 is going to put it 13. 12?
13. 12, okay. All right, you blast kind of through the back of Fuzz and splatters outwards. Actually, your weapons are non-magical. So that'd be 13. That's reduced to... Nope, Fuzz is still kicking. Because he is resistant to non-magical attacks.
Oh, bother.
Yep. So still walking around, but looking very, very hurt.
That's it, I guess, because that's all I can do. I don't have another shot.
Okay. Yaslin,
left.
you are up. You are in total darkness. Last time did I say that we were starting with Yaslin's internal world or external?
It was the internal.
Okay. So Yaslin, you... Well, let's see here. You know what, we're gonna make this a 50-50 split. Roll me a d2.
Oh no.
At least it's
On
not
a 1, it's
charisma save.
on a 1, it's internal. On a 2, it's external.
That's a 1.
Okay. Internal first. You slow yourself down amidst chaos and pain, tragedy. There is a sense of competition, and you manage to realize that you've been heading in the wrong direction. That competition is not the route to go. So you take a moment and settle, breathe. And what do you do as you begin to calm yourself?
As I, calm down, I take a breath. I stand back up, look up at the ceiling where they are, and I tell them to come down. All of them.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
$17.
Okay. You see the 4 sets of eyes. Pause. And you see them move through the chains that are binding them, attaching them to the ceiling. And as you do, they just kind of phase through, claws gripping to the side of the wall as they begin to dive down. Slowly, you can sense the outline of them descending, coming towards you. Only the red's body is clear, the rest are heavily obscured, but you see the blue, the green, and the yellow eyes tracking you. Speak.
He's right. I was foolish and naive and rather hasty in my decisions. I gave into bloodlust and rage. I realized that this place is a prison. It was not my intention to make it so. But I also realized that letting him free from it will cause more damage than good. And I need you three to help me.
Should we? His release is our release. You hold no sway over us.
But is it your freedom if he's the one in control?
It is no different than if you are in control.
I wonder, when I found you, why you accepted me. Just as I did you. If I am weak.
Finally. She asks the right question. Potential.
I see. You gave me a chance.
One that is more likely to fail than succeed.
And yet you did so anyways. I'd ask of you to make one more gamble. And should I fail, I will let you guys go.
Should you fail, you will not have a choice.
I won't.
You have the slimmest of odds. Will make you fail unless you force them into submission. You and the yellow one's eyes reach down inches away from your face. It is because you did not stop. When You had every reason to. That is what you earned your chance with. The deck is stacked against you. We are stacked against you. The blue eyes come closer. Sorry, whoops, switch that. The sultry voice has the blue eyes, and kind of haughty voice has the yellow eyes. I've been that backwards all session. Also, like, close to you. The green comes up close. We are not your... We are your crucible. And the red kind of finally coming in to complete the circle around you. The chance can grow. But you will use every tool at your disposal. Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
That's a 14.
Blue eyes. Each of us represents a whole, yet a part of one. You see the eyes gaze over to the red figure. You are out of balance. Relying too much on one thing. And it resulted in this. Oh. What will you do now?
Didn't come with a manual.
What?
This didn't come with a manual. You didn't come with a manual.
And red starts deflating. Coming back to a normal size.
I understand that I have a lot of growing to do. But I hope that in doing so, I will get to know you all better without things such as this happening again.
Interesting. She wants to get to know us. Red comes down inches away from your face. His hot breath kind of making your hair flutter backwards. Good. We are a part of you. Just as you are a part of us. You cannot hide from yourself. And the vision is gone. Yaslin, you are back. In control.
And on fire!
And on fire!
In the
Just a
dark.
very raw scream.
Yeah. So what does everybody else hear as you come out of it?
It's like a very, at first, kind of draconic scream, but it tapers off into something that is just agony. Because I'm on fire.
Yes, you are. If you stay in that spot, it will burn you.
And I can't see. I don't
No,
know.
you feel heat all around you. Oh, also, everybody give me a Constitution saving throw for the beginning of the round.
Also, since I cast Witch Bolt, I'm no longer resistant to fire.
Oh, that's right.
Where are they?
I was wondering if that was a concentration.
It was, and I've been holding off until then.
I was about to ask, how have you not cast a concentration spell yet?
Oh, it's okay. I got a natural 20 on the save, so. Because I was trying to say fire resistant, that's how.
Okay.
Last position I remember myself being in was right here.
Yep. Exactly. You
I
have no recollection of where you are.
Fire. But I remember the hole was in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm just gonna go down.
Okay. Let's see here. Yaslin, Seamus, Leo, you all take 2 points of fire damage.
I'll take that off. Alright.
It's getting hot in here.
And I'm just gonna go as far as I can until I'm out of this fire first off. In darkness and heat and yeah.
Remember, if you end there,
Yeah, you'll still take damage.
you'll take damage from the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, now I can see people.
Mm-hmm. Leo is down and is not looking good. He is currently spared the dying, which means he's not naturally making death saving throws, but he is taking damage, which is getting him closer to death anyways.
Let me look at something. I don't have anything to help him is my problem. Gosh. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to get myself out of this. As much as I would like to, I don't have the resources.
Okay.
Is this like a fence?
Yes. It's like the beginning of a bridge to go over or to go down to the courtyard.
I can't tell. Is it on fire too?
It is on fire.
Is everything just on fire? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I'm like,
Your safest coming
Yes, it
towards
is.
Leo and I.
actually, I probably am safest going back up towards them. Can I like dance my way between these two flames?
Yeah, you can.
Alright.
Yeah, it's just if you end your turn in the affected hexes, then you take damage.
Oh, okay. So I could technically get all the way to here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It looks kind of strange as Yaslim's coming towards you guys. She's like... She just probably actually doesn't say anything. She's gonna come over.
Kiki. You
Okay.
can't see her. Or sorry, Margot. You can't see her, but you see her presence. And the line that I described earlier has some slack in it.
Yaslin, are you back to us?
Yeah, and it's really hot.
Okay, I'm going to need you to cover me. I'm going to do something stupid.
Um,
You should be used to that with Joe.
I don't know if I can do this in this app. I'm going to target
you
myself
jump
with
for?
Wither and Bloom and give Leo the hit dice. Can I target myself?
It's probably creatures in an area, isn't it?
It is. It's creatures in a 10-foot radius of my choice.
Oh yeah, you can target Leo. Like, you can target him, you can target you, whatever you like.
Well, yeah, but somebody has to take damage, right, for the healing effect?
No, it's an and/or situation.
Oh. Oh, then I could just use this as a healing spell.
Yes, you can.
Then I give Leo a hit dice to roll to bring himself back up. I was
Okay.
totally prepared to take damage to get him up, but if I don't have to, let's do that instead.
All
crazy.
right. Let's see here. I don't do this part, guys. Where are the hit dice?
Oh, I don't know on this app.
If you're looking at the profile photo in the like bottom right hand corner, it shows a number there, and you roll over it. It says your hit dice.
Okay, I'm gonna put him up to 1 because since he is still unconscious, it doesn't actually show that. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna put him back down to 5. Leo is conscious with 5 HP total. Wait, no, that's... Nope, that's accurate. He is still prone. And he just wakes up and... Oh, oh that sucks.
Well, that was my action. I don't know if the thing in the hole's dead, so I'm just gonna yell, "We need to get moving! We can't stay here long."
Where are we going?
Seamus.
Where are we headed then? Do we need to shut this thing off down the hole?
Wait, so, I'm sorry, can I retcon something?
Mhm.
This temple, it's not, like, we haven't gone in it yet, have we?
No. So the building there that you see is like is like kind of a shrine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was before it got burnt to shit. And then there does seem to be, it's a pagoda, so there is like more, it's large enough that it probably holds like a kitchen area, living quarters. It looks like an entire building that would, it's like a 5-foot or 5-story thing, and the creature dug directly down from it.
And this was the one that we saw the, like, armies marching out of before?
Yes, indeed.
With my 60 feet of vision and blindness,
don't-
do I see anything into this pagoda?
No.
Nothing.
You see just kind of what I described last time of that, like, flame energy. You just read that everywhere, except for, like, the few places that are your allies that are different than that.
I was trying to find a point of origin for this.
Hard to do when you've got ash and ember in your eyes.
Yeah, I'm blind anyways, though, so it doesn't matter. Oh, wait, am I still blind? Actually, I don't think I made a saving throw for that.
Oh yeah, go ahead and make a saving throw from last time.
Was that Constitution?
Huh? Oh, okay, never mind, you good.
I can see the world.
Okay, then. Sorry, with my movement. Nope, I would end up in fire. I guess I'm gonna stay put. Sorry, guys. Thought I could see something. Guess not.
Yeah.
Ding.
Leo is up, and he's gonna look up and he's gonna look at Fuzz and say, "Oh, holy shit!" He's gonna stand up and look at him and be like, "Need you to calm down." And he's gonna put his hand out and just try to wrestle control back onto Fuzz. So this will be a persuasion check against Fuzz's. Oh, and I have to look something up. Okay, this is a persuasion check at disadvantage because Fuzz is outside of his skill range. So that's
It's not a
10.
disadvantage anymore.
It's not something you can silvery barbs.
It's not silver barbs. It's restore
What is it?
balance.
What is that?
Where is it? Pretty sure it's restore balance. When a creature you see within 60 feet is about to roll any d20 with disadvantage or advantage, you can use your reaction to prevent the roll from being affected by advantage or disadvantage.
Okay. Using your innate sense of balance that your magic is attuned to, you can sense this, that it's about to be something that is difficult, and you shave away a bit of the difficulty. And so this will be against Fuzz's charisma saving throw.
Holy oh, whoa!
Jeez.
Where were those rolls for the
Minus
Yaslin?
2.
Yeah, where was my charisma saving rolls of 18?
I don't know. Talk to your dice. These are mine.
Yeah, come on now, throw me a bone.
All right. So Fuzz chills the fuck out. Leo does successfully get his summon back under control. You see him just kind of doing this little gloopy into the wind thing that he does consistently. And it just stays still, not moving anywhere else. Okay, so what's happening? Leo says to the group.
We're running.
We're running through fire. I actually don't think he can take a run through the firewall.
I would think, yeah. I think we need to get him
Oh shit. Actually, Leo yells over to everybody. You need to back up as far as you can.
There it is.
As he like takes a moment to like wake up, like get Fuzz under control, and like his eyes go wide with realization of what's about to happen with Fuzz. So he stood up for. So he's gonna go at 10, 15 over here. Okay, and then it's Fuzz's turn. As Fuzz, in all his enormous, gigantic glory, he begins to boil, and you see portions of him turn white and pop. Deep red and pop. Bright blue flames pop and kind of roll up his body until the entirety of him is surging with blue flame. And he explodes.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
In a 30-foot radius. Which, let's see if I can read this properly.
Oh shit, that's Seamus in the hall.
Nope. Okay, let me see. Nope. I'm just gonna quickly do something because it's essentially a fireball.
Alright, Renata.
Before we get too far down this rabbit hole here with Seamus hanging over this giant hole in the air, I believe I didn't have my turn.
Oh, that is true. So, yep. So, go ahead, Seamus, without the knowledge that Fuzz is about to explode.
Yeah, I guess I don't want to meta this. So I'm trying to think about what I was about to do because this would have been before Leo would have gone, but I would have seen him up. So I probably would have assumed that things were going to get under control because Leo's up. Like, that's enough for me to think that he can work his magic or have a chance here.
Okay.
I probably would have moved back to make sure that he had line of sight.
Okay.
But I probably wouldn't have gone too far, like, past the hole. Like, maybe a back away from the firewall a little bit and retaining line of sight. So I don't know. I'm probably still going to be in range, but not over the hole in range, maybe. So,
Okay, where are you going?
You don't plummet. Where's your token?
over there.
Under
I'm
the
somewhere buried
salamander.
under.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I just don't see.
There you go, you should be good now.
You.
Can you move?
Yeah, I think over there.
Okay, cool. Alrighty, so Seamus moves. Leo is conscious, yet still prone and hasn't moved yet.
I would also want to just like probably use my action to try to kind of investigate from where I'm at. If we can find like the source, like I'm not sure if it's coming from down in the hole or inside of the pagoda.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check, trying to piece together like where things are coming from.
Oh no! Oh no! Gosh.
There's a lot happening, and your keen investigative mind is a little distracted at the moment. You do know that you guys chose to get into the pagoda here at like a certain time where there seemed to be like a lull or a gap in between like the march of these little fiery minions, and you kind of had to like watch them from far off, but you noticed them like showing up like way down here. Like you could start to see them coming out of the smoke and the fire. Like around this bridge is when you started to like get visualization on them, because you were kind of like down on the ground and like tucked up behind the building in stealth mode. So you did see them leaving this direction, but more specific than that, you don't know right now.
Sounds good. I think that's it for Jameis.
Okay, and then we recap to the fireball portion. So let me go here, and
Get a beautiful first party seat to this.
Okay, so this is interesting. It's anything within 30 feet of the weird, and it does not start at its origin. It starts at its sides because of its size. So that'll be Seamus. Nope. And let me see. Basically, it's Seamus and Nora.
I am
Yaslin is 35 feet away.
It's like my brows
So close.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh my God.
So, targeting the two of you with the explosion. And this should make you roll a dex save. It's not particularly high of a dex save. You both succeed, so you take half damage of 8 damage as Fuzz explodes. No, that can't be right. Sorry.
He's gigantic.
No, it's a 13. It's not a 12, but you both succeed anyways. So the two of you here, like, see him kind of like blaze in blue and explode, and the front of this temple just shatters and collapses under the explosion. And so you both take a bit of damage there. Nora and she was concentrating. It was 8 total, which I believe it applied to both of you already.
Oh, really?
Nora, I need. Oh, Seamus, are you concentrating on darkness?
I am. I can roll a save.
Okay, yep, please do. And then Nora, I need you to make a darkness on lock. Nora, as like it explodes and you can feel the building starting to come around down around you, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to try to bob and weave your way out of there using your reaction.
Just out of curiosity, that explosion, did it give off any wind? And if it did, was it strong enough to blow away some of that firewall?
Oh, no, with a number 20!
Way, the digital die!
Dallin, I don't think we can hear you. But yes, it does. It does blow away essentially, the front half circle of the firewall and the slag spots. It kind of clears the battlefield of harmful fire, except for like it kind of blows it all to the side, and like the outside of the platform is more fiery now, so Duro's not in a fantastic spot. But the rest of it is chill. Okay, we got you again, Dallin. Yo.
It's fantastic.
With a natural 20, you are good and out of there.
Guys.
Okay, and Fuzz is now calm and tiny again. As he explodes, all the excess fiery energy leaves his body and shrinks back down. And he uses his turn to walk over close to Leo.
Man.
Just kind of walking through. Yep. Actually, he's going to walk through some darkness, I guess. Because he doesn't know where he is. He's going to wind up somewhere in the darkness there. Next up is the Fireflower's turn. As
Dead.
Seamus, give me a perception check.
Oh no.
18. Pretty good. You kind of like hover over slightly and look down. You see like the broken body of this thing just kind of reconnect a little bit. Like
Of the salamander?
Yep.
Can we see the bottom of it? Like however far it's dug down then?
It's 100 feet down. And Seamus is the only one in like position to see anything close. And Nora, I'm going to throw you over here from your deck save. And yeah, Nora, since you don't have innate dark vision, and I don't think, do you have your goggles on right now?
Yeah, I have goggles on.
Okay, what's your range?
60?
Okay, so you can't tell what's happening. Seamus can. Seamus, you see this thing's regeneration is still in effect. As it recovers a little bit and begins to right itself and like limp off somewhere underneath the tunnel that it fell down. And it's still visible, but like looking down the cylinder, it's starting to go out of view. Dro. Oh, or Seamus, anything you want to report?
Yeah, just a heads up, everyone. This the lizard seems to be walking off down there.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Just got up and started walking off.
Like away?
Yeah, like a way.
Like there's a tunnel down there.
It's headed somewhere, yeah.
Oh.
Rustfall.
Yeah,
I don't think we're
I
healthy enough for that right now.
mean, I don't think I'm going to get around. I think
Yeah, I'm okay with letting it go this time. Unless...
I'm coming back more prepared.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit. How much damage did that explosion do? 17?
86.
Your wave launcher was in the building when it collapsed.
Oh no! Not the wave launcher! Rust monsters damned you!
What?
Falling buildings!
Leo, you got insurance on that? That's
In the building. That's not where I put it down in a building. Oh, I put it out by the building.
Yes.
I guess.
You
huh?
dropped
you
it
put
to
it
fire
down.
your
You
pistol.
dropped it in the
Yeah,
building.
Oh, I guess I didn't know it was in there.
It's possible to find it.
I mean,
Just pull a string.
The magical threads were broken by the fire flower as it roared out of the hole. It took damage, but succeeded in a strength check that was high enough to rip the cords out, and the magic fizzled.
I mean, are they that important? Is it that important? Can we have another?
All right, guys. So what's the play? What are you doing? It's Dro's turn. If we are still in combat order.
what I was gonna ask. Are we still in order, or can we just?
It's a little loose right now. If you guys are just talking and stuff, then that's one thing.
I would say like if Dro, because he's down here. If he's heard commotion, kind of dwindle down, he'd start making his way around and up the stairs over here. I
He
don't
hears
know.
Yaslin? Does he hear Yaslin?
He has no clue.
Okay.
Last he knew, you were berserking. He doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah.
He just heard an explosion.
Yeah, it's a lot of fire down there. So how are you moving about?
could I just climb up, do some monk shit, and climb up?
Do you have wall running? I mean, it's only 20 feet, and you've got 40 feet of movement. So yeah, if nothing else, you can use your entire movement to get up there.
I got. Ooh, I can see through Seamus's darkness though. Yeah, I'll use. How high up is this?
20 feet.
So I'll have 10 feet after because I have 50. I have 10. Wait. There we go.
That is a flaming spot. If you end there, you take
God, I
extra
can't
damage. I made the smoke really thick on this map on purpose.
Is that flaming?
Specifically to screw with the humans. Not the characters, but the players.
Well, it's working.
Wow.
A little bit of both.
So I see. Okay, so I can see everybody because I can see through Seamus's darkness.
Yep.
Can I clock Yaslin and tell if she's back to herself? You're muted.
Every time. Roll an insight check.
That's the one time he rolls a no. She's ready to eat something.
Oh, guidance too. He's gonna try to clock you. Lily? Lily? I'm gonna use inspiration because I have it.
I've
But
seen her do
Lily?
that before. I didn't want to jinx it, but I've seen her do that before, and it's not nice.
So sorry.
I've got inspiration. What was my D4?
It's a 2.
Okay. A plus. I'm not gonna roll guidance. We just use that one, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Nope, not history.
Gosh.
I swear.
Oh. What to do?
Hey, dirty.
That's technically better.
That is significantly better. You can't really tell.
No one's fighting her, or she's not attacking anybody though.
I don't know. There's just an explosion, and you popped your head up, and people are like
There's a
barely
lot of
standing up.
smoke.
Yeah.
I love that the math worked out that you rolled one higher, but got one
Lower.
lower in a score.
Uh-huh. Oh, wait, that would be the plus 2, so that's a natural 9 plus 2, so it's an 11.
11, yeah.
Okay. An 11, you have a lot more information to go off of here. The body language of everybody is non-hostile.
Yeah.
Okay, so an 11 is fine enough for right now. A 9 would not have got it.
Just wasted the
Oh, I
inspiration.
There's maybe a little hostility coming off of Seamus towards this little weird next to him. I'm not a real big fan of this weird at the moment.
I didn't attack anything last round, so my rage would be gone.
Mm-hmm.
So, question: if we're still in initiative order, then I would use key point. If not, I would just continue to make my way to the group.
Nothing active is happening with combat at the moment. So you
he's
can move as you like.
as he's moving. I think he would do it in the dark, so maybe only Seamus would catch it. As he walks through, and he would just punch to the side, mouth something. I don't know if Seamus would hear it. And
Seamus, what's your passive perception?
Not awesome. Like 12?
Not awesome, he says.
Yeah, 12. I did just roll a perception check of 18.
he would just be saying it just kind of to like himself, kind of punching to the side. I don't know, Morgan, you think he'd, if he's looking?
I think it's just him right now.
Okay.
So I can see that far, but
You would maybe make out the words of Bro saying, I had it in my head and I lost it. Looking at direction he punched and say, this is a freebie. And he continues, and as he continues, you watch those markings fade away. And the purple of Dro comes back as he steps out of the darkness towards the group. Head down, not making eye contact with anybody. Silent as he's ever been.
Okay, go ahead and adjust your hit points.
Would they carry over? They would just stay the same, wouldn't they?
If you didn't take any damage, then
I got lucky and hit all my saves.
okay, nope, then you're fine. Yeah. Okay, so you guys are basically top of the round. Everybody give me a con save. This is still... Well, actually... No, with the salamander's presence leaving, the flames begin to diminish a bit. And while it's not comfortable by any means, it is less of a conflagration. And he is no longer amplifying the natural flames. So you do not have to take additional saving throws right now. I think first order of business, Leo is going to go up and say, let's get you back in your home, buddy. And he's going to suck Fuzz back in. And he's going to pull out Kenji instead.
I'm going to sheath my sword, and that's what I had cast darkness on, and as I do, the darkness would disappear.
Okay.
Also, Yaslin's Hexblade curse is gone. And no, he would walk past everybody and glance over at Yaslin and then look back down. Just keep walking.
I think we need to regroup. Come back better prepared.
I can get behind that. This didn't go so well.
Margot's gonna let them all walk ahead of her and study them each carefully.
Okay. Anything specific, or like, so what's the game plan, guys? Regrouping. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Back to the library.
Library is a couple hours journey away.
Is it? Do you think the fire's been handled over there? Do you think this lizard was what caused the fire, guys?
I think many of
and-
the creatures did.
Well,
As you guys are kind of like pulling away, I mean, this was 7 rounds of combat, so less than a couple of minutes went into this, and you had a lull, but you do eventually begin to see smaller fire creatures coming out of the pagoda, down below, inside, like through some of the like supporting rafters below. You see a march of fiery creatures continue on.
Can Margot look back to the sky and see if she sees those figures fighting anymore?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
$17.
17. Okay. And you start to see just a parade of creatures coming through and heading to the other direction. 17. You do see the 3 of them. At this point, it is pretty dark in the night. Timeline-wise, you guys are approaching probably around midnight or so. You're all beaten and exhausted, and you do continue to see Margot. Go ahead and roll that at advantage, actually.
$18. One better.
One better. All right, we'll take it.
You
This
have
time
better.
looking up with your true sight, you gain more information about it. You see a similar set of. You see the red creature, the yellowish brown creature, and the greenish white creature. All it's 2 against 1 still. They're still combating. There's a little white light kind of hovering outside of reach of all of them, but it's near the red one. You see a similar clash of energies, this fiery place. It's kind of heat wave-esque vibrations clashing harshly against the more mist-like watery feel of the natural mountain. You've seen that almost as a physical barrier around this space. This time with your true sight up, looking upwards, you see a similar heat coming off of the red one. You see kind of a solid stone-like barrier pushing against it, against the red, kind of like a living sphere of rock. Another one is like a curtain of wind is pushing against the red as well, but the red is holding them back off on equal footing. There's something intense and rather definitive about the red one at the moment. You can still see them up there doing that. You just get a little more information this time.
I think we need to find a place to rest.
It feels like a retreat.
So is this? I'm sorry, my neighbors came over and knocked on the door. There. Did you say that we see all those things coming towards us?
No, Margot's the only one that sees them, and she sees them in the sky, and they're continuing to do battle. Margot, also roll me an insight check.
Oof. Not good.
From that distance, you can't discern much.
And she's looking the opposite way, the group?
She's looking straight up into the sky.
Okay.
So where are you guys going?
Find somewhere to rest for a bit at least. Heal
You see,
some
like,
of our
an air-
people.
Yes.
Yeah, like an area in the distance that there's less smoke coming from, like somewhere that's maybe not on fire.
Try to
Where
plan
you
how
at?
we fight a fire thing with Yaslin around.
She looks pretty,
It's,
she looks pretty
Look at
fired
her.
out. She looks extinguished.
For now.
For
Mhm.
now.
Okay, so are you guys looking for a new place? A place that you already know? What's the deal?
yes. Somewhere safer. Maybe if there's less fire somewhere. One way or the other.
How far is the waterfall?
Waterfall is back at the library. That's about
Oh,
2
okay.
hours away.
There were those gates that we went through. I mean, we could make our way back down that way. There was not fire at some point along the way up the mountain.
That's true. The mountain, or the mountain, you have that peak that kind of stretches over to the library, and the library and that entire kind of like range on top is flaming. You guys did come up this set of stairs that like led up to this temple, and there was nothing down there at the time.
Joe's just gonna start making his way out. Obviously keeping the group in mind, but just leaving.
Back the way we came, so through that little graveyard area.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember, was the graveyard on fire?
We climbed up to it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we took like a weird shortcut thingy.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Because if this isn't on fire, this might be our best bet to recuperate.
Does it look like it could potentially be fire coming towards us, though?
So as you get back over here into this space, the pagoda seems to be, I mean, if you consider like the space around the pagoda to be like a circle, basically doing like an enormous version of burning hands and like a cone directly away from the pagoda, and being behind it, the fire doesn't seem to be spreading in this direction.
Oh, that's okay.
So you get over here, you see the poisoned, blackened, ashen sky. There is some ash that like floats and falls down over here, and like the entire space is covered with it, maybe like 3/4 of an inch of ash. But there's no embers, there's no heat, there's no fire coming this way. You're probably like, you know, I think I said to something like 200 or 300 feet away from the back of the pagoda here. There's still a little bit of ambient heat just because the flames are so huge. But there doesn't seem to be any... Well, actually, anybody that wants to check for safety, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Nice. Here we go.
Oh my god,
Look
it's
at
two
you.
fours.
Yasmin's just like, anything looks good at this point. Good
Two fours and a
night.
one?
Tired. Oh, that's
Jesus.
Gosh, we
Jesus
are.
Christ.
The smoke has done a
Woo!
number on us. I need to cleanse my dice.
Dro is the only one that has his wits. I guess I'll go for Leo too.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh no, that's the
Leo
number
is-
down one.
See, you can't trust my dice.
How long does your true sight last, Margo?
60 minutes. Right now.
You still got it. You've got about, by the time you get back over here, you've got about 30 minutes left or so. So you're fine. Leo is haggard bad. I mean, like, he's barely on his feet, but Margot, you notice those things that I said to you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Portions of it look a little more charred, like portions of the whole are weakened. And he does not look good. Dro, as you look around, looking for tracks, looking for ash or burn marks on any of the gravestones or anything, you notice a distinct lack of presence of any fire-based creature. You don't see any evidence that they were here.
So, putting together what Margot told us and this, assuming that these creatures come out of that building and just went straight forward, didn't care to burn what was behind the building, just they're burning in a, like you said, in a cone forward.
Mhm.
Interesting. Okay. Looking around the group, seeing majority of them beaten up. Just chime in. This might be our best bet.
I agree.
We definitely need to have someone or a couple people, whoever, watch at all times. So shifts,
Yes.
Right.
preferably the more injured ones, kind of looking at Leo, Nora.
Leo's already unconscious.
Fair. Nora, and glancing over at Yaslin. The more injured ones rest first. And then, the rest of you can rest. I can take first watch.
I can take first watch with you.
Are we going for a full 8 hours here?
I think we need it.
Morgan, you said her thing's still up. And she can see the thing with Dro, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will, if you don't mind, would Margot, you would see that figure hand on Dro's shoulder with a concerned look on his face as he's talking to the group. But Dro's not acknowledging it. But
Margot, the description that I gave you is like your mental understanding of what you're seeing with your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
can Dro get up here? Up on this beam?
Oh yeah, easy enough.
He would hop up there. Just keep watch, because behind us is just a cliff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So majority looking the way we came from, but also glancing behind us every once in a while too. And then he'll want to do something on his watch, but if there's anything before that, I'll let anyone else go.
Yeah, I want to look at Seamus. She's gonna first prestidigitate herself clean, and then prestidigitate him clean. And the source around his belt. If it's damaged, she's going to mend it.
Prestidigitation.
She's going to mend it, his belt, if it seems damaged. Or wherever those like little gems are. If there's damage to that device or whatever is attaching it, she's going to mend it for him.
Oh, that's Leo. Yeah.
Yeah. She's going to cast mending on whatever might have been damaged by the fires.
Yeah. Easy enough to do there. Yeah, plenty of his bits and pieces of his clothes burned, torn, scratched, ripped. And kind of get him back to normal.
And during the shift, she's going to like walk to each person and prestidigitate, mend, make sure everyone's clean and tidy and neat.
Okay.
That's handy.
Probably won't. She'll tell you to just give her some space.
Fair enough.
Margot, give me a perception check.
Okay.
As you're moving around, you begin to see faint faces kind of staring out at you behind a rock. And kind of fading back into the rock. Or something floating overhead and darting into a tree. Some of them, like this statue here, is a bit of a caricature of like one of the faces that you know, slimmer, actually like humanoid shape and size, but similar enough, kind of like looks at you and then fades back into its rock.
He's gonna. Sorry.
There is a kind of a larger energy coming from where Dro is.
I'll walk up and inspect it.
Okay. And you see words written on the stone for whoever is laid here. What languages do you know?
Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Quarry.
Okay.
This Corey.
None of those.
Okay. She's just gonna, with Dro sitting on top looking out of the cliff, she's gonna move kind of to the center and keep watch towards the temple while she does her nightly like stretches and exercises as she's meditating on what I told you she would do every night. Trying to build that connection up.
Yeah. Anything else anybody is doing before they rest for the evening? Or talking about? You guys just went through a lot on a lot of different fronts.
I think that Seamus and Nora would have a little private conversation. Their hands up to their ears. And I'd say something to like, gotta keep an eye out for this group. I'm not sure about this new one, and I don't know if you saw in that fight, some of us were fighting against each other for a minute there.
Yeah, I agree. That was really weird.
If we weren't about to die, both of us ourselves, I'd say we should keep an eye open right now, but I got to tell you, I feel like I need to rest.
Yes, same. I've gone through a little bit on that one. That one took a little bit more than I'm used to, so I think maybe take a quick rest here, and then I guess we'll figure out what they want to do in the morning.
Seamus would walk up the side of this gate here, this structure, and would hang upside down and pull his cloak around him as he drifts off to sleep.
Okay. All right, so Yaslin, Nora, anything else for you?
Yaslin kind of distances herself a little bit and conks out.
No, she'll just she'll nap and wait.
Okay. All right.
If everybody besides Margot is asleep, looking over the cliff. Plus, I found out I didn't know you could do this with this spell. Jiro would put his hand out, and 4 little orbs, purple twilight colors, would kind of float out and form a humanoid figure. If people were seeing this, it's not very detailed, but enough detail to tell that it is a female figure, longer hair than, well, maybe about the length of Margot's. I don't know how long her hair is, but just kind of sit in front of Joe for a little bit as he's keeping an eye. And eventually, and it will give off, this is dancing lights, it'll give off some light. And as he just kind of looks out into the distance, kind of glancing back over his shoulder every once in a while, look at each individual person, kind of turn his head and look at Seamus upside down. But then he'll move that figure towards the direction of Yaslin and look at the figure, look over at Margot, and then turn off the lights.
Okay.
And then keep an eye out for anything till his watch is up.
Okay. Margot and Dro, please give me perception checks and roll a d100.
You'll see Margot is like, it looks like Tai Chi essentially, like stretches. Oh shoot, I rolled with advantage. Did not mean to do that. Let me roll again.
We can just take the first one, which is a 3.
Yeah.
So a total of 5. 12.
6. D100.
Oh, oh no.
Okay, Margot, give me a d100.
I was trying to find it. Oh, there it is.
Counterbalance that.
You're great, guys. It's okay.
Okay, give me a second.
Oh.
What? You didn't know what's happening.
It's just you know, when you like roll some dice and then you're like, okay, give me a minute.
Both of you at some point see a white zigzaggy line kind of dashing through the air,
Yeah.
and comes over and like looks at the two of you, looks at the group, and shoots off back up into the sky.
Same thing Dro saw earlier in that fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
That lane.
He's gonna spin around the minute he sees that and look at Margot. Remember when I pointed out something was up on that temple?
Yes.
That was it. And I may or may not have smacked it.
Stop it.
But you can catch
It's fast,
something
like
fast.
it's gone, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like at your full speed sprinting, it's more than like 4 times faster than you.
That's
I
concerning.
don't know what it is. I think it has something to do with the fire, though.
Yeah, it seemed shocked to see me when I was up there with it. It probably didn't help that I smacked it, but it didn't seem very friendly.
Yes. Perhaps if we see it again, we should try and catch it.
Do you have anything that can catch something that fast?
I can certainly try.
I may have something. If it worked, it'd be the first time I ever worked in the campaign. So.
The worst that can happen is you miss it.
Or it brings back reinforcements.
This is true. Let's just keep an eye out until the next shift. What we saw, make sure they keep an eye out.
Kind of looking around too, talking to you. This is odd. These creatures seem they want to burn everything in their path. And I've traveled for a while and I've seen different sides of people, creatures. Creatures like this just look for destruction, but and just kind of motion around this area. This doesn't look touched. And it was very close to where that large creature was.
Yes, I think that is because this is not the focus. The focus is beyond in that direction, towards the library. They don't care about the world around. They have a goal.
Just kind of look around. Look directly at her. Why are you here?
I heard of issues in this region, and I came to try and put a stop to it.
By yourself. And as she says that, can I roll an insight on her?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good luck, team. We'll see you later.
Go fight win! Power!
Ooh.
Dro. You can tell she's being honest yet vague on purpose.
So when you tell him you came here to address this, and he'll look at you. By yourself?
Yes, well, I'm not fortunate enough to have a group like yours, although, what are you? Your group, you're clearly not professionals, not a military organization. Mercenaries, I'm guessing?
Give or take, I mean, me and Yaslin, we've been traveling together for a little bit longer and ran into these guys. From the information I've got from them, kind of motioned Nora and Seamus. They've been together for a while, traveling monster hunters, I think is what they said, making a little bit of coin here and there. And then pink-haired fellow over there, Leo, just recently isn't from here. Recently got here, and Seamus said they ran into him. Some of us, I guess, mercenaries, some of us travelers, mission.
And what would draw such a group to fight something like this? You're monster hunters and mercenaries. Why would you try to save a whole region?
That wasn't the main objective, per se. So Yaslin and I were running with a group of some poachers, hunting down a large beast. And we were told by them that they had met with a strange group, kind of motioning. Some of them aren't here anymore, went their own ways, and we were sent to go help them. I ran across these guys in a little bit of a predicament. Some creepy vibrating guy. That's no joke. Helped them out. Didn't really trust us much, but I mean, here in Eon, it's not uncommon to not trust those the first time you meet them. And he'll kind of empathize on that a little bit. But we... not the greatest as a group, obviously. We've just started, but there is... And he kind of looks at the group kind of like... almost as like you're looking at someone like a family, not strangers. Give it time. I think we'll work together, able to handle it, but we originally were set on this task. We wanted to get information, hence us heading to the library. We're also doing a favor for Rippletop, town we just came from. Hopefully have some support from them, again, for this beast. When he says that, he kind of looks down a little bit, like a little not sure how he feels about every time he talks about the beast. And they ran into some issues, sent us on a quest to go hunt down some thieves, bring them to justice, the good old good cop. And under his breath, he'll kind of whisper bad cop and glance over at Yaslin. We woke up to the fire, kind of split the group. Seamus and Leo went off towards the fire while Yaslin, myself, and Nora went into this cave. He kind of just holds on that. Looking for some help. Wasn't able to find it. We're told about where we overheard some college of water, fire, and connect the dots there. Decided to meet up with Seamus and Leo, and we met you.
Well, this has been quite an adventure for you. I must say you are right about the difficulties of traveling alone. And I am very appreciative that you came to my aid when I called. And I do hope you would continue to aid me in this. And for that, a debt must be paid. So I will help you in whatever way I can to complete your other tasks here. I would also ask maybe if I could travel with you for a little while. Like you said, it is difficult alone on the roads.
I mean, and you can tell he's trying to be like himself when you first met him. I'm more of the people person for the most part. Again, more trusting, I would say. Some would say, and he kind of like side eyes to his side, which well, actually, how long is, because your sight would have dropped by now, wouldn't it?
I believe so. We only have 30 minutes left,
okay, so yeah, you would just see him side eye a direction. The others kind of motioning to Nora, not as trusting. I mean, the first time she saw me, she wanted to shoot me. Well, she did, but that's a whole other story. The other two kind of motioning towards Seamus and Leo. They're a little easier to win over, at least I'm assuming. And he'll glance over at Yaslin. She can be trusted. Just don't pick a fight with her or me.
I see that would be a bad idea. I think I've gotten the point on that. I don't even think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Margot Svorad. And you? They call you Dro?
Yeah.
Dro. I am curious. You have the hair and the eyes.
Most people have hair and eyes.
Like me, like my people.
He kind of looks. What do you mean?
The white hair, the lavender purple eyes. I mean, that's not always a trait, but it's very common.
I mean, as long as I can remember, the hair has been purple. No, the hair's been white. The eyes purple. Some say sparkle. That's new. Well, since I've been traveling, for the most part, that's been new.
You know, not your people. Where you come from.
And he starts to get like choked up. Yes and no. I'm more of a mix. More obviously, and kind of on here is motions towards like Seamus, Leo. Got the features of. He'll kind of glance at Seamus for a second when he says this. More of the humans' features, but obviously, perhaps the ears. Elvish features as well.
Yes.
Pulls up his sleeves, where at this point you would see the tattoo that you saw in the fight, and then guessing the skin color from the Elvish side. And he's choked up talking about this. You say,
Liam, how does Margot know about Elvish lineage?
Roll a history check for me.
Like, I know what kind of elf he is, but I want to know if she does. Where is that? She doesn't know shit.
You've heard of dark elves?
Mm.
They have darker skin, and that's about it. Like an ancillary fairy tale almost.
would Morgan, this whole time, since Margot's been with us and Dro's been talking with her, watching her, can he clock that her sight or something is a little better than most people, and not like, obviously he knows himself and Seamus have handy sight with the night, or darkness, but with her, would he been able to clock like her watching people a particular way? If that makes sense.
Give me an insight check.
Can I use guidance or no?
No, because this is kind of a perpetual thing. Alright. The dice have spoken. You know that she has more ocular intensity than most.
Okay.
Like, you don't know what it is, but you can see her, like, digesting things in extreme detail.
You mentioned your people.
Yes. I did.
Are you not human?
I suppose not. But I am not half-elf like you. That much is That's not something my people have done. We are very closed.
Yeah. Then he kind of taps his ears. Didn't think you were Elvish. And he's just like, at this point, studying you. You're going to learn real quick that I'm somebody that is very pushy. And kind of glances over at Seamus, recalling the information pry he did to him.
Yes.
And I mean this not as harm, but more of insurance, security, having the information of who I'm traveling with, and knowing and glances out of his side eye towards Yaslin that they're not going to harm us. So this might be something you want to get used to, of some say kind of crossing the line on some questions. Again, good intentions.
I will make a deal with you. If you ask a question, we both must answer truthfully. But if one of us does not want to answer, neither of us will. That seems fair?
I love it.
He just kind of looks and grins. Open book.
Then ask your questions of me. What would make you feel safe working with me?
You talk of your people as a closed group. You seem to know about your people. A luxury for some that some do not have.
Is this true?
Do you have anybody, anything that will cause us harm? Any enemies you've made?
Answering as honestly as I can without knowing your group's connections. I believe not. But I do not know your histories, who you've crossed.
Not speaking for the majority of the group, because, like I've said, not been with them long. From what I've gathered, I don't think that anybody here glancing over towards Yaslin after what happened in that fight, I don't think right now that we'll have anybody that will harm us. And he says that, and he being truthful, but he's also giving. He's not gonna hide it. More of a, like, questioning his answer there. A little concerned. Was that true? Or is something gonna make him a liar about it?
Do I have to insight check that, or is it like clear that he's not sure himself? If
He's not gonna hide it.
okay. Well, I say we can cross that bridge when we come to it.
Agreed. Live day by day. It's kind of my motto. Kinda.
What is your goal once you leave here then? If we succeed in this and you've completed all your tasks for Rippletop, where will this group go? What's next?
He kind of just looks around. Honestly, I don't think we've thought that far, and honestly, we've got a lot to do here. Obviously on a timeline that has been very much rushed. And glances over at Yaslin. I go where she goes. And if that means we follow this group, we follow this group.
Well, if this group has no pressing matters, of course we will attend to those first, as we may leave this region. But if you have no pressing matters, I could see myself interested in acquiring your services to help me travel back home.
Where's home?
It's how far away is it? We don't have DM.
You're in the same boat as us.
Oh yeah,
She's
it
like,
is what
go and build the map.
You got here in kind of an accelerated manner with a helpful little bit of portaling.
Mm-hmm.
But as the crow flies, it's about like 2-3 weeks away. Like straight shot, but walking.
My home is quite a distance, under a month to travel, but I'm guessing that, sorry, about Tablian. I'm guessing this library is like one of those academic institutions, like, that would have things like portals at their disposal, if you knew the right people.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly. We, may be able to take a shorter route if we do well for this place, and I am able to establish connections in the library.
Interesting. I mean, like I said, she goes, I go. My primary goal is one without really an end, per se. It's one.
What is that?
And he'll stop. Information.
Information is
Powerful tool.
quite valuable, yes. What information is it you seek?
I am what most would consider a scout, I guess. I find information about people, things, gifted individuals. Obviously, here in Eon, you're good at what you do and you survive. The weak fall. So that's the information I'm looking for, is those individuals, those people, those places.
And who do you report this information back to?
He kind of grins. Let's put that one on hold.
That is a good answer. I would respect somebody who does not value information for its true cost.
All goals have an end. Quest, a prize, motivation. And he kind of grins again. Give it a little bit. Earn the trust of us. Earn the trust of myself to know that I can trust you with this information that I know. And then I'll pay up on that debt. He kind of looks around. You also said you were venturing by yourself. How long have you been traveling?
I think we already established, little spy master, how valuable information is. Let's survive this first, and then perhaps we could talk.
Fair. Your skills back there at least showed you can hold your own. So the big concern is we don't have to worry about you being an anchor on this group.
I do hope I am capable of far more than you anticipate.
I mean, some of the skills you showed, your ability to heal is quite interesting.
Yes, I have not quite used that application in that manner before, but it seemed effective.
He kind of laughs. So more of a test the theory, see if it works. Something he kind of looks at the group I'm familiar with. Learning the battlefield, I guess.
More of a tactical decision, which is something we should be thinking of, perhaps when the group awakes tomorrow. Because I see quite a bit of power in this group, but quite a risk with some of the individuals in this group, to include yourself as you struck your own ally.
And his grin just drops.
I am concerned. I want to work with you, but if this turns into a fight against each other, we have no hope.
That... And he kind of hops down. That wasn't me. But it was. And he kind of like side eyes to the side towards the darker area of like by this post and whatnot. That is not a common thing. The group here is Spitfires for sure. That one over there, motion towards Noah or Nora. Nora, she is more of a shoot now, talk later. As you can tell, and Fire one over there tends to charge headfirst in the battle first. Most of the time, I can help her prevent that unless it's needed. More cool-headed one. He kind of turns his head upside down, looking up at Seamus. This one and that one towards Leo. More cool-headed until provoked. And myself, I like to push buttons, but when it comes down to a fight, I can handle myself.
Yes.
And I can protect those.
And I do want to apologize. I may have startled you with my connection initially. You are, as you said, the personable one, so I assumed you the leader and established that connection to ensure we had tactical control of the situation.
Yeah. Leader, I don't know about that. This, I don't know.
And as I said, I didn't have time to explain. It's just something I do. I can just allow us to talk telepathically.
Which will definitely come in handy. I know a couple of us have communication via magical means from a certain distance. But now that I'm aware that you can do it, it won't startle me.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, you can communicate with, obviously, people inside their heads.
Yes.
What did you sense?
You know, it's very curious. And admittedly, one of the reasons that I'd be interested in traveling with you. Because I can tell you are not alone. And that is interesting to me.
And he kind of, when you say not alone, he looks over at Yaslin. I'm not.
I would be curious in researching this further. With your permission, of course, but yes, there is something curious. Perhaps we could help each other in that.
He just kind of nods with trust. And looks over at Yaslin and then back at Margot. There was a moment. Oh, question. Would I have known you cut the connection?
Mm-hmm.
You severed that connection during that fight. Why?
I tried to pull your friend back. She was clearly losing control.
Looking at Yaslin. What did you see?
She has a greater force in her. I would like to discuss this further with her. And if she chooses to talk to you, that is her choice.
Kind of just relaxes while you were explaining that. Okay. Just kind of looking around, still obviously watching, especially after seeing that ghost thing zip off. So we have a deal. Question with honesty, 100% honesty. If we don't want to answer, we don't answer. I have a debt to pay to you for an answer of your question, and you have a debt to me.
That is correct.
And he'll just kind of lean up against this stone. Notice the writing on it. Move to not lay on the writing and lay up against the posts instead, out of respect for whoever whose burial this is. And then he'll just sit there and keep an eye of more of the surrounding and less of the group.
Yeah. Ro, as you are moving about with your passive perception, you kind of like through the leaves as you're like walking, you notice something in one of the stones beneath your feet. Like a texture on the stone changes significantly enough for you to catch on.
Look back at Margot. This place seems a little off.
I believe we sit among the dead.
As he says that, he kind of like looks at you but motions down to where he saw that texture move. So like without saying anything, but clocking that there's something weird right here in particular.
I move up and take a look.
Okay. You can see that there's some sort of like raised pattern in an elongated stone. It's pretty much covered by leaves at the moment.
Every ounce of me wants to mess with it. Holy probably.
Try to see if I can.
Don't be a pinky.
Yeah. I'm gonna back up a little bit.
I will back up with him. I see him doing that.
I don't know. I need a coin. And he'll take the quarterstaff, look at Margot. You see that, right?
I see a little raised. I'm not quite sure what I see, honestly.
Morgan, at this point,
You-
how long has it been while all this has happened?
It's about an hour since you guys have been talking
Okay.
and whatnot.
How long is a watch?
About 2.5 hours,
Okay.
approximately. With a little bit of change on one of them.
He'll go to do something with his staff and then stop. Put it back. This might be something to check out when everyone's awake and
In the
rested.
light of day, yes.
But I might be able to clear these leaves without actually touching them. And then he'll start to just back up, but keep an eye on it. And then start to recall the cave he was in. And he'll just sit and meditate kind of stance. And continue the, I guess, goodbye that he was having in that cave before, but silently in his head.
Okay.
And then before he does that, he'll look over at Margot. By the way, we never actually discussed with the rest of the group who's taking next watch.
I suppose I would say least injured, but that's difficult. I guess that's Seamus fellow and maybe the Nora or Leo. Who would Yaslin work best with on shift?
He would laugh.
Who would Yaslin work best with on shit?
Wait, hold on.
Oh my gosh, we're just worried about who Yaslin's gonna work with, really.
He has known you for like all of 4 hours, and you beat the crap out of your own teammates during that time.
I'm trying to
And-
remember.
Came out of it half okay, which is kind of the terrifying.
Singed everywhere, yeah.
Singed everywhere but unbothered.
As far as Margot is concerned, you are unhinged.
Morgan, do you know on my race what the amount of hours needed for long rest is? Is it normal or is it halved?
I can make that up real quick.
I think it's normal, but
It's normal for mine.
Yeah, it's normal.
that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just kind of literally, works best. Probably me, in all honesty.
Yes, well, that will not work, will it?
Right.
Unless you want to be hired when we have to go back in tomorrow, and that's not recommended.
He'll glance up at Seamus. That might be a best bet. He was more of, out of the rest of them, he kind of grins. Kinder to her. Not saying the others weren't kind in their own way. I mean, if shooting someone on sight is your way of being kind, Nora's got that down pat, but he
I
looks,
am happy she didn't shoot me.
I wouldn't hold your thought just on that yet. But he looks up at Seamus. That might be who we want to put with her.
Right. I suppose I'll wake him when our shift is up if you get Yaslin.
Deal. And he'll go back and just kind of sit there, listen, but also have that communication to himself till the watch is up.
Okay. Doesn't take too much longer before your watch is up. Nothing else of excitement happens. So we'll transition into Seamus and Yaslin having a shift
But also note
after
that
we come back from
Damn it.
break. All right, so Dro and Margot, you wake your counterparts to take over their shift, and Yaslin and Seamus take their watch afterwards.
we're going to inform them too of what we saw.
I'm excited for a rest.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Please don't roll bad, guys.
Oh, that's
Okay. Yep, so Seamus, you're awake. Yaslin, you're awake. Everybody else is snoozing. Please give me perception checks and D100s for you both. Or I suppose only one of you has to roll a D100.
You want to do the honors? Want
Alright.
to do the honors? Do the honors.
I'm not gonna like keep it on the table. But I'll just let you roll that maybe instead. I got my good number.
All right.
Go for
Oh.
it.
Okay.
We're
That's a
rolling
number.
low. It's a number. It's a low number.
If it was a D20 roll, it'd be really good.
Yeah, above a nat 20, for sure.
So the two of you keep a pretty good eye out. It's creepy to see this flame that's only, comparatively a few minutes away from you. And every instinct inside of you tells you that it should be getting closer, that you should be getting away. This is a forest fire. Forest fires spread. And this doesn't. It's like watching two vehicles about to crash, and they don't. They miss each other by inches all the time. And but it's just like happening over and over and over. It's an entire street of vehicles that are just barely missing each other. There's no relief from the tension and the buildup, and it bothers you instinctually.
Can I spend some time investigating the grounds?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Oh my gosh.
What is
What's
happening with your rolls
happening?
tonight, dude?
I don't know. I'm gonna go with it though.
Okay. So Seamus, you spend a little time just going around and reading some of the plaques in here. It seems to be a human-based language, but not one that you innately recognize. You see a few markings here and there in Thieves' Cant, which just kind of honors those who walked the shadows in order to protect the light. It's kind of on the less scrupulous side of those who know of Thieves' Cant. There is some It's almost like a prayer or a calling that one would give to another who walked that path. But because it's a natural 20, for a total of 27, you see that there are very small references. It's almost like a cipher between all the different gravestones. There's probably about 7 or 8 of them that have thieves' cant on them, and like there's a slight angle difference in just a few letters here and there. After a few minutes, you're able to put it together. And you figure out that it's a kind of a chant. And it indicates the larger shrine. And you go over and take a look at it, and there's these 2 dog-looking things up here. Just appear to be decorative. But both of them are staring directly at the ground, at the same spot, in between them. Between the tombs and the dogs, you kind of triangulate and realize that this entire place is built around the focus into this one area, right here in between the dogs. And the script on the larger tombstone is not the same human language as the ones you've been parading around and deciphering.
Are you the religious type, Yaslin?
Excuse me?
The gods and such, do you pray to them?
No, not particular. Why?
Not my cup of tea either. I'm just, something about the grounds here. It's got a hallowedness to it. And, something more.
It's a graveyard.
It's more to it than that.
Like it's a graveyard. Not sure what you expect. Well, is there a reason you think that?
There's about 7 reasons I think that, I guess. Maybe 8, if you take the fire.
Yeah.
But how come this place isn't burning? There's nothing about us keeping the fire away. We seem to be quite doing a good job attracting to it. But, yeah, something about this spot. Maybe even these dogs here. The way they're looking down at the ground. Are you feeling better, by the way?
Yes. I'm doing better. Suppose I'll give you an apology first for whatever I might have done. Don't really remember.
Nothing to me and Nora. But I do worry about you and your boy over there. Is there some bad blood between you two?
Not that I'm aware of. I know he's annoying little but I don't have anything against him.
So that scuffle in the middle of the fight, That was just a territorial thing. What's going on about that?
As I said, I don't remember what happened. I think a majority of that fight, actually.
You're not instilling a great deal of confidence in me right now.
Listen. I might have had a slip in my judgment. I most definitely had a slip in my judgment. And I let my anger and rage get the better of me in the moment. And it's not going to happen again.
Kind of you to say, but apologies if I keep maybe another 5 feet between us.
No, it's alright. Just take a step back. It's probably actually wiser, regardless, that you don't get super close to me and
I'm picking up on that, yeah. I will say you can hold your own out there, though, girl.
Well, one of us has to. She glances over to Joe. Because he likes to run in and out.
I'm not opposed to some cover myself. But I appreciate that you like to get up close and dirty with the stuff sometimes.
I think it's easier just to face your problems head on.
I personally like to stab them in the back.
Well, to each their own, I suppose.
I think that's some of what makes this maybe work, even why it's not working. I was talking to Nora about this a bit ago. There's strength in numbers. And I think there's even special number combinations, triangulations as it were. Are you familiar with the turkey shoot where you come from?
I don't believe I am.
Sometimes turkey hunters, if they position themselves just so, the turkey can't get away, they got him pinned between 3 people. It's a nice tactic. It works pretty well for folks when you got a wild creature. And if you double that, then you got a double triangulation. And that's got special tactical combat sort of capabilities, I think. I guess all I'm trying to say is we've been looking for some people to work with, and obviously we've been traveling for a bit now. We just pulled through a hell of a scrap there. But it wasn't pretty, and we can't go about fighting each other in the middle of something like that.
Yeah. Ugh. That's for sure.
Try to keep it together out there, and I don't know, maybe. Can you let us know if we need to get back?
If I stop communicating completely, I think that'd be a good sign. Not that I communicate much to begin with, but you know, radio static is better than radio silence. I don't know what a radio is.
Actually, you do.
I
It's
do?
not. Oh yeah, they're available in your people.
I know what a radio is. Never mind. I redact that statement.
I'll be keeping an eye out. But do maybe think about this spot also while you're here. There's something going on here. I don't know what it is.
Can I vibe check? I don't think
Vibe.
Gaslin like really paid much mind to this area until it's been brought to her attention.
Bro told you about the spot on the ground.
Do my spirits play well with these spirits?
Oh God.
The answer is no.
I'm gonna play this one a little differently. Give me a Constitution check as you try to tap into your animal instincts.
She's very cautious about doing any such things. It's like after what's happened. It's a 10.
Oh, also. You guys may be kicked out for a second.
Oh. Yep.
Reloading. Reloading.
Jeez, I got kicked all the way out.
Yeah, I had to sign back in.
Yeah.
Right there. You must have done like a reset on their, on their sign-in cookies or something.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't need to sign all the way back in. It just. Oh wow.
There we go. Now you have some hover ability to see characters. Thanks to the recommendation on the module.
Oh, the character
Oh,
profiles?
nice.
That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, thanks, Troy. I just realized I hadn't actually activated the module yet, even though I downloaded it.
Oh, now I can see all of everybody's pictures.
Looks good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So anything else you doing on your shift or anything else you're discussing? Being wary about this thing, this whatever it is between the dogs.
What's between it? So we were told there's some weird raised stone between these dogs.
Yeah, Dro touched a little bit of it with his foot, and then Seamus is coming up upon it as well.
Oh, it's like okay, so it's a lot out of game. It's a lot bigger than what Dro saw, and Seamus is seeing the other part of it.
No, so Dro basically just like touched a little bit with his toe and then like leaves on top of it. So like you just some sort of like little mold or pattern or something in the stone itself.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna stop investigating. Actually, I'm gonna, call it good. I'm gonna recognize that there's something going on. I'm on edge a little bit, but I also am aware that I don't want to like poke any spirits right now. To be honest, yeah.
Okay. So you two go ahead and wake Nora and Leo up. They're able to finish theirs.
I would tell Nora about this area, that there seems to be, something keeping the fire at bay, and maybe something particularly like at this point in the ground. Just like, yeah, keep an eye out. And yeah, just leave it at that.
Oh no.
No, we're getting lower.
Interesting.
No, that smile is.
What smile? What are you worried about? And what the hell happened to my tokens? Or my statuses? I didn't change anything on that module and it vomited a bunch of statuses back out. Great. I'll have to figure that out later. Well, actually, I know what it's doing. It reverted and it's showing stuff that it shouldn't be now. Alright, but anyways, I'll handle that later. There are so many tempting ways to treat this.
Sleep right here.
So
I like that Casey and Dallin aren't here, so it's basically just you left with all the players unconscious.
Did you see my message, Morgan?
No.
On Discord.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Okay.
Alright, because they're not here and whatnot, something is happening in a metagame sense, but you guys don't understand or know what it is. Or even know that anything is happening. So, the watches conclude. It's about 8, 9 a.m. You guys are high up on the mountain, so the sun starts to come in pretty quickly and early in the morning.
Oh, this is terrible.
Oh,
The
we
rest
got
of
a
you
long-
people are up at this time of day?
And everybody gains a level.
Oh,